I know what you must be thinking to yourselves. Mr. Stevens, been out for a swim this morning? Well, I have, folks. I have been out for a swim. I took it upon myself to use this opportunity of this fine weathered Monday morning to do a wee swim out to see our mutual friend Richard, the terrifying sea creature from the deep. Now he resides out there in the salty depths of the ocean floor in his watery house. Went out to see him because I got a soggy invite in the post yesterday. I could tell it was from Richard because it really was quite damp indeed, and there were traces of his slimy tentacles on there, and he invited me out for a bowl of his special noodles. Special noodles, I hear you say. What on earth is Mr. Stephen on about this morning? Terrifying sea creatures from the deep do not make nice dishes of noodles. Well, folks, I beg to differ because I've been out there, I've tasted Richard's noodles, and they are quite wonderful. Now, of course, being out there in the salty depths, they were a wee bit salty, and they were also a little bit on the soggy side as well. Well, I wouldn't hold that against him. He did manage to get some sea coriander in there and a bit of sea soy sauce. Now, that did add to the saltiness. I have suggested to Richard that maybe he finds some sea honey to sweeten that up a wee bit. He didn't seem to take offence to my constructive feedback, folks. But I have to say, considering the conditions that he's working with out there in the salty depths, I think he did really quite well indeed. But I'll give him a solid 7 for that, folks. I think that's a fair score for Richard. But that's really all he invited me out there for. He's just discovered the noodles, you see, folks. And here's the thing. Out here on dry land, we all know what noodles are. Noodles are an everyday thing. But just do you think about life out there in the salty depths, folks? Noodles are not an ordinary thing out there. Richard is bringing the noodles to the underwater community out here. He's now talking about setting up like some kind of underwater noodle shack. And I wish him all the very best with that. And I'll be swimming out there again very soon to keep myself updated on progress.